And Assalamu alaikum, dear students. This is your teacher Najibullah, and today I am with a new video, a new series for the listening skills. I have made a group of boys and girls where we practice English speaking on daily basis. So for this sake, I have made this video so that they could improve their listening skills. All you have to do is to close your eyes, wear headphones, and listen attentively. I will be reading it from my laptop that is right in front of me. So without taking much time, I'll start narrating it. Wear headphones and close your beautiful eyes. So it starts. A Passage to India. This is a novel which is being written by E.M. Forster. A Passage to India is a novel by E.M. Forster set during the British colonial rule in India in the early 20th century. The novel explores the complex relationships between the British colonizers and the Indian population, as well as themes of friendship, cultural misunderstanding, racism, colonialism, and spirituality. This novel has been divided in different chapters. The first chapter is the part 1 is Mask. So the story begins in the fictional Indian city of Chandrapur. The British officials who live there maintain a social distance from the Indian population and rarely interact with them as equals. Among the Indians in the city is Dr. Aziz, a young Muslim doctor who works at the local hospital. Dr. Aziz is intelligent, emotional, and eager to form friendships with the British, although he is often hurt by their arrogance and prejudice. One evening, Aziz meets Mrs. Moore, an elderly English woman who has just arrived in India to visit her son Ronnie, the city magistrate. Aziz and Mrs. Moore meet in a mosque where Mrs. Moore respectfully removes her shoes before entering. Aziz is touched by her sensitivity toward Indian customs, and the two immediately form a warm and genuine friendship. Mrs. Moore is accompanied by Adela Quested, a young English woman who is considering marrying Ronnie Heslop. Adela wants to see the real India rather than the limited colonial society of the British. Through Mrs. Moore and the school principal Cyril Fielding, Adela meets Dr. Aziz and other Indians. Mr. Fielding is one of the few British characters who treats Indians with respect. He believes in equality and is open to forming genuine friendships across cultural boundaries. Fielding invites Aziz, Adela, and Mrs. Moore to a tea gathering at the government college where they have a friendly conversation. During this time, Aziz invites Adela and Mrs. Moore to visit the famous Marabar Caves, a mysterious group of caves located outside Chandrapur. And here the first part comes to an end. Part number 2. It has been given the name Caves. So Aziz organizes a grand expedition to the Marabar Caves. The trip includes Adela Quested, Mrs. Moore, Professor Godbole, and several servants. The journey begins with the excitement and curiosity. When Mrs. Moore enters one of the caves, she experiences a disturbing psychological effect caused by the echo inside the cave. The echo reduces all sounds to a meaningless boom sound, which deeply unsettles her and makes her feel that life has no meaning. After this experience, Mrs. Moore becomes exhausted and refuses to explore the rest of the caves. Later, Adela and Aziz go to another cave together while the others remain behind. During their work, Adela begins asking Aziz personal questions about whether he has more than one wife. Aziz feels embarrassed and offended by these questions and leaves her briefly to calm himself. While Aziz is away, something strange happens in the cave. Adela experiences confusion and panic. She believes that Aziz has followed her into the cave and attempted to assault her. Terrified and disoriented, she runs down the hill and is found injured and distressed. When the British officials hear her accusation, they immediately arrest Dr. Aziz and charge him with attempted assault. The accusation creates a huge conflict between the British and Indian communities. The British residents assume Aziz is guilty, largely because of racial prejudice, while the Indians strongly support Aziz and believe he is innocent. Mrs. Moore becomes deeply troubled by the situation and refuses to support the British accusations. She believes Aziz is innocent but feels powerless. Soon afterward, she leaves India for England but dies during the voyage. Among the Indians, she becomes almost a spiritual symbol of justice and goodness. And here, the part 2 comes to an end. So let's get started with the part 3. The name is Temple. The trial of Dr. Aziz becomes a major public event. The courtroom is filled with both British officials and Indian supporters. Cyril Fielding stands by Aziz's side, risking his reputation among the British community. During the trial, Adela Quested begins to doubt her memory of the event. The strange echo of the cave and her emotional confusion make her uncertain about what actually happened. When she takes the witness stand, she courageously admits that she is no longer sure that Aziz attacked her. As a result, the case collapses and Aziz is declared innocent. Although Aziz is free, the incident permanently damages relationships between the British and Indians. Aziz feels betrayed and becomes increasingly nationalistic. His friendship with Fielding becomes strained because Aziz wrongly believes that Fielding supported Adela after the trial. The final part of the novel takes place 2 years later in the Hindu state of Mau during a religious festival. Aziz has moved there and works for the local ruler. Fielding arrives with his wife Stella, who happens to be Mrs. Moore's daughter. Aziz eventually learns that Fielding remained loyal to him all along. The two friends reconcile, but they realize that true friendship between an Englishman and an Indian may not be possible under British colonial rule. In the final scene, Aziz and Fielding ride horses together through the countryside. Aziz says that they cannot be friends until the British leave India, suggesting that political freedom must come before true human connection. Now, the conclusion of this whole novel is A Passage to India is a powerful novel about cultural misunderstanding, colonial power, and difficulty of forming genuine human relationships across political and cultural boundaries. Through characters like Aziz, Fielding, and Mrs. Moore, E.M. Forster shows both the possibility and the limits of friendship in our colonial world. And here it comes to an end, and now you can open your eyes. Now please let me know through the comments whether you understood all of this or not. Would you like me to go with another video about another novel? So I would be waiting for your comments, and this is all for today. Love you and take good care of yourself.